Ladies and gentlemen, it is a great pleasure to share with you my views on educational systems and the ways to make them more relevant and inclusive. Today, we are all aware of the importance of education in our society. It is one of the key United Nations Sustainable Development Goals adopted by all state members to build a better world for the future generations. Unfortunately, educational systems, specifically higher education, has been facing serious challenges due to a wide variety of disruptions in terms of innovation, massification, and globalization. One of these challenges is to close the widening gap between the universities and society. This eventually leads to a problem called disconnection, which makes it almost impossible for the universities to fulfill three missions, namely education, research, and societal impact. For that reason, we see today more demotivated and aimless students, uninspired academicians, dissatisfied employers, and an inability to produce breakthrough research and effective societal contributions for a better and equitable world. Of course, this has to be changed as quickly as possible. As a first step, we can start by shaping up more coherent, inclusive, and forward-looking educational systems. In this context, we propose a 4+4 step plan towards the impactful and equitable education. Let's look into the first 4 steps which can make education systems more impactful. Firstly, it is important that all of us, including G20, governments, corporations, educational institutions, NGOs, should be aware of the fascinating changes happening around us. We should not only adapt to change, but also take advantage of it. For example, the current COVID-19 epidemic gives us a great opportunity to restructure our traditional education systems by using online digital technologies, as well as strong emphasis placed on global issues, cross-sectorial collaboration, and societal impact. Secondly, all institutions and organizations worldwide should be more open and clear. We should reach out and collaborate at all levels, whether internationally, domestically, institutionally, or across sectors. In addition, we should internationalize our institutions, create more inclusive policies and activities open to all. As a third step, we should change the educational environment from teaching to learning by emphasizing personalized learning. This approach will eventually improve learners' motivation, engagement, and personal development. The fourth step supports the use of new educational methods and digital tools. Recall that Gen Z, new generation of learners, are digital natives, and they can learn easier and faster with technology. Of course, digitalization will never fully replace teachers, but their role will shift towards coordination and supervision. The use of new tools and methods, such as remote, blended, experiential, game-based learnings, can facilitate the personalized education that the new generation needs. Having discussed the 4 steps to make our education systems more relevant, it is now time to look into the next 4 steps that will enable institutions to impact society equitably. Firstly, all public and private organizations, including universities and NGOs, should create more inclusive environments made of fair policies, systems, measures, and programs. Education should be considered as a public good, affordable and accessible to everyone. Thanks to inclusive admission requirements, financial support systems, open resources, and training certifications. Secondly, governments and higher education institutions should enhance their contributions to the intellectual capacity of global community by producing relevant research on contemporary and innovative topics. They should also focus on graduating change makers, social entrepreneurs, ethical and empathetic leaders who will shape our future. Thirdly, higher education institutions should use their multiple expertise to influence the creation of equitable global policies and systems. This can be done effectively through the collaboration with key partners such as the Global Solutions Initiative and, by extension, the T20 and G20. Higher education institutions also can use their academic know-how and field knowledge to produce reports, briefs, or international projects that will shape future policies. The final step of our proposed plan advocates for a direct, positive societal impact. Higher education institutions should open their doors to all stakeholders, from the private sector to civil society, and provide different types of community services. New dedicated units should be established on campus for this purpose, such as service learning, youth centers, children universities, lifelong learning centers, incubation centers, sustainability and community development units. In conclusion, I believe that implementing this 4+4 step plan towards impactful and equitable education could contribute to the creation of coherent, inclusive, forward-looking educational systems. I encourage the G20, all governments, corporations, educational institutions, and all NGOs to promote this vision and implement these measures in order to ensure that education continues to impact positively our global society.